نحمد ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد بسم الله. Let's quickly go through the summary of Surah Ad-Dukhan. So Surah Ad-Dukhan is a Makki surah, 59 ayats and 3 rukus. And the name Dukhan means smoke, since the surah mentions smoke in verse 10 as a sign of the last hour or in reference to the drought faced by Quraysh. A brief synopsis of the surah is that the surah begins with a mention of Quran revealed in Laylatul Qadr, and then we learn about the glorification of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the Lord of the heavens and the earth, and He's the one who gives life and death to all creatures. The surah informs us of the smoke near the end of time as a painful punishment for disbelievers, and it describes the account of Fir'aun and his nation, how they were drowned in the Red Sea. Announces destruction of mushrikeen similar to previous nations like Tuba that was destroyed, and then gives examples of punishments in hellfire and bounties in paradise. Some virtues of this surah are narrated in different ahadith. أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قرأ في صلاة المغرب بحاميم دخان, as it comes in Bukhari, the Messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم recited Hamim Ad-Dukhan in Maghrib. And then من قرأ حاميم الدخان في ليلة الجمعة غفر له, as it comes in Tirmizi, whoever recites Hamim Ad-Dukhan during Friday night, he shall be forgiven. Let's go through a summary of some of the selected verses. So Quran was revealed in the blessed night of Laylatul Qadr during Ramadan. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hamim wal kitab al-mubin. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatin mubarakatin. Inna kunna munzirin. Majority of the scholars believe here the Laylatul Mubarakah is referring to Laylatul Qadr. Whereas some scholars have mentioned this to be the Nisf Sha'ban, the Laylatul Nisf Sha'ban. But through other proofs, it is clear that it is in fact referring to the Laylatul Qadr in Ramadan. Final orders of provision and life and death for the upcoming year are handed over to angels during Laylatul Qadr. فيها يفرق كل أمر حكيم أمرا من عندنا إنا كنا مرسلين. And then the name of the surah is also on this verse where it mentions smoke among the major signs near the Day of Judgment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions, فَارْتَقِبْ يَوْمَ تَأْتِي السَّمَاءُ بِدُخَانٍ مُبِينٍ يَغْشَى النَّاسِ هَذَا عَذَابٌ أَلِيمٌ. Then believing the truth after seeing the torment is not acceptable. So you have to believe in the unseen in this world. Once you have seen the hereafter, it's too late. رَبَّنَا اكْشِفْ عَنَّا الْعَذَابَ إِنَّا مُؤْمِنُونَ. So disbelievers will say, "O Lord, remove this torment from us. We believe it now." أَنَّا لَهُمُ الذِّكْرَى وَقَدْ جَاءَهُمْ رَسُولٌ مُبِينٌ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reply, what will be said to them, that remembrance will not be beneficial at that time. Then the luxuries and comforts of this world should not divert a person from his or her purpose. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned how when Fir'aun and his nation was destroyed, they had left gardens, springs, they had beautiful houses, they had lots and lots of other bounties in this world, and all of that in which they were spending their life forgetting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with their sudden destruction, it was gone. And they were so consumed in this worldly life that they forgot the hereafter. كَمْ تَرَكُوا مِنْ جَنَّاتٍ وَعُيُونٍ وَزُرُوعٍ وَمَقَامٍ كَرِيمٍ وَنَعْمَةٍ كَانُوا فِيهَا فَاكِهِينَ كَذَلِكَ وَأَوْرَثْنَاهَا قَوْمًا آخَرِينَ. The Ummah of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is superior to all nations, whereas Bani Israel, mentioned in this surah, are described as superior to other nations at that time only. So وَلَقَدْ اخْتَرْنَاهُمْ عَلَىٰ عِلْمٍ عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ. So here from عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ, it might seem like the entire creation, but it actually is referring to, as scholars explain, to their time, because the Ummah of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is the one that is superior to all nations at all times. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created this universe with a definite purpose. وَمَا خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا لَاعِبِينَ مَا خَلَقْنَاهُمَا إِلَّا بِالْحَقِّ وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. And then we went into the description of how everything glorifies Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the three important creations, the angels, the jinn, and the insan. The angels we know are also glorifying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they do not have their own will, but jinn and shaitan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created them with the purpose to worship them, and that's the purpose which we should not forget. And everything else that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created in this world is actually to help us, to support us in our day-to-day living, and that should not take us away from our true purpose. Neither kinship nor friendship will benefit on the day of resurrection except faith and righteous deeds. يَوْمَ لَا يُغْنِي مَوْلًا عَنْ مَوْلًا شَيْئًا وَلَا هُمْ يُنصَرُونَ. We learn about the description of punishments of hellfire, like zaqum and boiling water. إِنَّ شَجَرَةَ الزَّقُومِ طَعَامُ الْأَثِيمِ كَالْمُهْلِ يَغْلِي فِي الْبُطُونِ كَغَلْيِ الْحَمِيمِ. And then torments of hell include both physical and psychological torments. So the disbelievers will be reminded, they will be mocked at when they were in this world, when they were denying the hereafter, or they were so busy in their sins that they forgot Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, did not even believe that the resurrection will happen. ذُقْ إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْعَزِيزُ الْكَرِيمُ إِنَّ هَذَا مَا كُنْتُمْ بِهِ تَمْتَرُونَ. The descriptions of pleasure and blessing in paradise. إِنَّ الْمُتَّقِينَ فِي مَقَامٍ أَمِينٍ فِي جَنَّاتٍ وَعُيُونٍ. And life in paradise and hell will be eternal. لَا يَذُوقُونَ فِيهَا الْمَوْتَ إِلَّا الْمَوْتَةَ الْأُولَى وَوَقَاهُمْ عَذَابَ الْجَحِيمِ. So this is here describing for people in paradise, and the same thing will be for people in hell, that life will be eternal for them in the hellfire. And finally, whoever enters paradise will only do so through the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَضْلًا مِنْ رَبِّكَ ذَلِكَ هُوَ الْفَوْزُ الْعَظِيمُ. Stop here inshallah. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم.